Alright everyone, welcome back to Mystery of the Druids. We have arrived somewhere near Portsmouth, chasing up a lead given to us by Mr. Exposition. Fuck it. I'm not entirely certain what we're meant to do here, but let's just talk to people and hopefully shit will shake out. Who's this fine upstanding gentleman? Howdy.
Good day to you, monsieur.
Shush, 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 silence.
Monsieur, I don't think we're in France, although the accordion is maybe suggesting otherwise. Oh, I'm looking for a castle, aren't I, of course?
Tell me, my good man, which way is the castle?
Castle? Oh, you mean the burnt-down mound of rubble on the outskirts of the village, I suppose?
Yes, that's it.
What do you want to go there for? There's nothing to see there.
I just want to take a look around. So, which way do I go?
Oh, that's simple. Just follow the road through the village, past the crossroads, and straight ahead. Keep going for about 3 kilometers, and you can't miss it.
Oh, nice. I'm slightly confused that people are being this forthcoming. I'm not used to it, but normally I have to work around my colleagues being absolute shitheels.
So the castle burnt down, did it?
Yes, that's right. I think it happened in some war or other, or during the Inquisition. But that was hundreds of years ago.
Oh, fair enough then.
Have you ever heard of the Lord of the Castle of Carmore?
Yes, of course. My parents used to tell me about him in order to scare me when I wouldn't go to bed. For the children of Carmore, the Lord was a kind of bogeyman, you know. Our parents used to tell us horror stories about him.
What did they say?
That villagers used to vanish, that the Lord would catch and kill little children. They told me, "Pierre, sleep now, or the Lord will come and get you." I remember it as if it had been yesterday.
Oh, so I am in France. Of course, no, they said France earlier, didn't they? I'm not a particularly smart person if you hadn't fucking noticed. But okay, infanticide-loving French noble. Seems standard for the region.
Have you ever been to the castle as an adult?
Yes, a couple of times. We needed stones for our new stable. But I don't mind telling you, I wasn't too happy out there.
That's understandable. What have we got here? Yeah, I suppose, like, was there a particular ritual, or what?
What did people believe would happen if the Lord came to get you?
You'd be killed and fed to the Lord's hounds. At least, that's what my parents told me.
That's not much of a bedtime story to tell a small boy.
True, but it worked. We kept away from the castle after dark, believe me.
Hey, look, man, it's France, anything goes. Was he just a prick, or was there some kind of grander motive behind all of this?
Was the Lord such an evil character, then?
Oh, yes, so I've heard. They say he murdered his entire family, not to mention half the household. He was a madman, but I don't remember many details of the old stories.
I'm both horrified and honestly mildly impressed.
I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice. Well, I guess we're just gonna walk 3 kilometers. Seems only fair. Should I talk to Captain Birdseye over there or not? Too late. I've already committed. Slowly committed. Schloss von Carmors. Oh yeah, no, I am. Wait. So I was in France. Now I'm in. So the guy's called Pierre, and we're going to a place with a German name. Oh, my geography. Ow. Never mind. Oh, wait a second. So,
This must be the castle. Or rather, what's left of it. Pretty creepy.
I have to admit, I'm kind of impressed Alligator managed to do a 3-kilometer jog. In a fucking trench coat, no less. That's gonna fuck you up slightly.
Looks like this used to be a tower. But it's collapsed.
Yeah, this is still...
There's not much left of the old walls.
Well, since the locals have been pillaging it for the last
Not much
god knows
left
how
of the old
long.
walls.
Not too surprising. Right, let's have a little look around, see what we can find. Ah, stones. Fascinating. Not seeing a busting lock. Excuse me, I'm clicking. Anything at all? Anything at all? Nope. Appears to be a complete and total bust. Great. Nice to know that I came over here for no fucking reason. Right, what have we got floating around here?
The ceiling of the tower has caved in.
Okay, so nothing over there. To my right. Okay, so I can go through here. There just doesn't appear to be anything for me to do. I don't think there's a highlight button, is there? No, to the best of my knowledge, there isn't. So this is all... I'm so fucking confused as to why it makes me move in the wrong direction. But alright, fine. Nope. Okay, move back out here. Ah, okay, I can run around here as well. Let's have a little look. I will definitely give the game credit. It doesn't look terrible for what it is. I mean, definitely when you get closer on the actual player models and everything like that, it's pretty fucking terrible. But these pre-rendered actual backgrounds are, you know, they're all right. They're definitely not going to win any awards, but they do seem to be at least reasonably okay to look at. Even if the colour palette's a bit flat. Oh, a graveyard. Lovely. Can I...
Gate.
See if I can get through here. Well, piss. Right, well... Head back up this way, I guess. And... nothing over there.
Tower. This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed. A tower. This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed.
Okay, just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything down by the graveyard. Okay, got the gate. And that seems to be it. Alright, well, I clearly need a key for that. There's nothing actually worth looking at in the castle by the sound of things. Which kind of raises the question of why the fuck I went over here in the first place, but alright.
Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed.
Let's have a look. Nothing else I can... No, this all definitely seems to be just non-essential shit. Alright, well, let's go back to the port, I guess, and ask some more people about what the fuck's going on around here. Alright, birds... Oh, wait a second, what was that? Oh, this one of something else. Oh, wait, Bird's Eye, I need to have a word with you. The plot's not happening. Help.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
Yeah, okay, so we're in France here, and then we go to fucking full-blown Germany. Couldn't we have just gone to Germany? No, when are you leaving for Portsmouth? What do you know about the Castle of Carmore?
Do you know the Castle of Carmore? I say.
I might.
Typical fucking French person.
Well, do you know the castle or don't you? You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Jesus
Hello,
Christ.
Captain.
Bonjour.
Do you know the Castle of Carmore?
Oh, no,
I
shit.
say.
Piss,
I
piss,
might.
piss, piss, piss. No. Oh, damn it. Okay, hang on a second. Let me just leave the conversation, go back in again.
Hello, Captain.
How are you?
How are you?
All right.
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
I mean, I don't really have anything to
Yes,
do.
Then come aboard.
I don't know, I just kind of went to a castle, looked around, realised there wasn't anything for me to do, and fucked off back home, I guess. Go back to Scotland Yard? No, let's go to Ox. Let's go to the museum, have a chat with what's her face. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up the guide because I've now just got it saved as a fucking resource. Oh, of course she's gone.
Locked.
Just to make sure I can't, for any way whatsoever, get my hands on any kind of useful information. Right. What the fuck did I miss? Come on, game. Right. Let's have a look at this. Where the fuck was I? Hang on a second. Catch the cat? What? Okay, right, hang on a second. Talk to the fisherman again. This is a good pals. Yes. Oh, for fuck's sake. So as it turns out, what I had to do, because apparently, like, okay, hang on a second. Ah! Okay, so I have to do some stuff here before I go to the castle, otherwise I can't do stuff in the fucking castle. Which is fine. Absolutely
Hello,
tickety
I'm
fucking
back.
boo.
Damn quiet, I said. Are you trying to frighten the fish off?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was miles away. I've had a look round the area. I've been to the ruin.
And what do you think of our little village?
It's nice. But I've got a few more questions regarding our last talk.
Oh, well, go ahead and ask, but please,
Quietly. Right?
precisely, my friend. You learn quickly.
Oh, God. Okay, right.
I'd like to speak to you about fishing.
What would you like to know?
I don't know why I'm asking.
Are there many fish here? Have you caught anything?
When it is quiet enough, then I catch quite a few, so please speak quietly.
Why? Do fish have such good ears?
You bet. A single murmur and I'll have to sit here for an hour longer waiting for them.
Ah!
I like your fishing rod. It's a beauty.
Yes, nice, isn't it? It's an enhanced fiberglass telescope ultralight 47, the latest model.
As I can see, you're just sitting there waiting for them to bite on the bait. It's not exactly like you're one with the machine, is it?
What are you planning to catch?
You may not believe me, but I've caught all kinds of things here. You know, I've caught pike 5 meters long, with eyes like plates and razor-sharp teeth. That's why I bought this rod. The last one was pulled clean out of my hands by one of those beasts.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Of course, it's the truth. I swear it. I even had some photos of one of those fish, but I'm afraid I lost them. They fell into the water. Right here.
And now there's not a shred of evidence to support your story. That is a pity.
Don't you believe me? Ask Capitaine Deneuve. He will confirm it. I often show him the fish that I catch.
Wonderful!
Capitaine Deneuve? Who's that?
Oh, you don't know him? He captains the ferry that brought you here. He's over there, on board. He's experienced a lot and has been all over the place. He knows a lot of stories. Incredible stories.
Oh? Like what, for example?
You'll have to ask him that yourself. I never really listen properly when he starts spinning his yarns. He's bound to tell you a story or two. You just have to know how to deal with him.
Is he a very difficult man, then?
Well, he doesn't like strangers much. And he hates people talking about his job in the ferry company. He's a proud old man, you see, and stubborn.
I see. I'm used to people like that. I'll get on all right with him. I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
So, you might wonder why we just went through that absolutely fucking meaningless roundabout conversation with the guy who's fishing. The reason is, the ferryboat captain knows a bunch of very interesting stuff about druids and will help us do some stuff over in the ruins. There is no way to know this up front. There is... I mean, apart from the fact that he's all in white with a beard, which is kind of a druidic look, but it's not necessarily a clue, you wouldn't think he would be a useful person to talk to about basically anything. But no, this is fucking instrumental to progressing in the game. Because fuck me.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
What? No, I know his name.
How are you?
All right.
Do you know the castle of Carmore? I say...
I might.
I got told his fucking name. I should be able to now talk to him.
Well, do you know the castle or don't you? You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Ah! Fucking hell. Okay.
Hello,
Okay.
I'm back.
Damn quiet, I said. Are you trying to frighten the fish off?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was miles away. I've had a look round the area. I've been to the ruin.
And what do you think of our little village?
It's nice.
Hang on a second.
Uh-oh.
Hang on a
Quiet,
second.
Chris.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Do I... No. Okay, right. I should... Now that I know his name, I should be
Hello,
able to just
Captain.
talk to him.
Bonjour.
No, it's not there. Why are you doing this? Why are you being like this, game?
Hello, I'm back.
I don't need this shit.
Oh,
Quiet. I have to...
thank you.
Like, I'm just gonna read the guide verbatim, just so I've definitely got this correct. Hang on a second. Also, this is one of those guides that's written by a complete prick, so it's very chatty and familial, and I want to punch them in the fucking face. Try speaking with the ferryboat captain. He doesn't seem to have much to say. Let's see if the fisherman will be more cooperative. Well, he is, sort of, if we keep the volume down, that is. Talk with him about everything. Your purpose here is to learn the captain's full name, which will encourage him to be more sociable. If the fisherman doesn't tell you the captain's name right off, keep nagging him till he does. Addressing the captain by his proper title does the trick. He becomes a regular chatty Cathy. Listen to his stories and encourage talk of druids. So there's... unless...
Hello, I'm back.
I'm just going to run through the fucking thing again.
Quiet.
Give me a moment, right.
I'd like...
What?
What? Oh, fuck, hang on a second.
Are there many fish?
When it is quiet in...
Why?
You...
Right, let's have a look here. What have I...
Why are you fishing right here?
The ship's propellers whirl up a lot of plankton, which attracts the fish. Once the ferry has settled, I can often get a good catch.
Isn't this rather a noisy place for the fish?
No. The only time it's noisy is when the ferry's in. Other than that, it's really quiet. Unless, of course, people come up and bother me with too many questions, my friend.
What do you do with the fish?
What do you do with the fish?
Well, what do you think? I throw the little ones back in, and the big ones get eaten.
You eat these fish?
Of course. Why not?
Well, this water looks pretty murky to me.
No. This water is clean, and the fish are first class. Carmore used to be famous for its fishing industry, you know.
But they didn't fish with rods, did they?
Certainly not. There used to be a whole fleet of trawlers. But practically all the fishing businesses around here were forced to close down a while back.
I like your fishing rod. It's a beauty.
Yes, nice, isn't it? It's an enhanced fiberglass telescope ultralight.
Do you mind if I hold your fishing rod for a while?
Sorry, my friend. It was very expensive.
We have to get to know each other
I spent
much
800
more.
francs on it, and I'm not going to let anyone else touch it.
Could you give me one of your fish?
On a normal day, I would, but I just haven't been able to catch enough today.
How many fish have you caught?
Well, not a single one, my friend.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, precisely. I must try to catch some now, otherwise I will have nothing to offer this evening.
You're planning to sell the fish?
No. I have visitors coming this evening, you understand?
I see. I suppose there's nothing doing then.
Sorry. Why don't you just buy a fishing rod of your own and come and join me? Who knows? If you're nice and quiet, you may be lucky.
I'm just trying to go back over everything, because it feels like a flag hasn't triggered, which allows me to ask that question.
How to deal with him? What do you mean?
Not so loud, please.
Because of the fish?
No, because of Capitaine Deneuve. He might hear us.
And?
Look, I'll tell you something. Deneuve's a bit strange. He insists on being addressed by his title. It's how do you call it? A peculiarity of his.
Oh? Why is that?
He's an old sea dog from a real old seafaring family. Some ancestor of his served in Napoleon's fleet. He himself used to go out to sea doing the real thing. Got a master's certificate and all that. Seen the world, so he says. These days he just captains the ferry. But he still insists on people using his title. He says his rank should still command people's respect.
Oh, well, if that's all, I don't mind. What do I have to call him then?
Monsieur le Capitaine Charles Deneuve. That's his full title. He'll appreciate that.
Got it. Thanks for the hint.
So I have to pick one incredibly specific dialogue option to get all the information I need. Or I have to do the entire dialogue tree again. Oh, that's a deep burn.
I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you.
Deep fucking burn. God damn. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, you, Capitaine Charles de Cunt.
Excuse me.
What?
You're Monsieur le Capitaine Charles Deneuve, aren't you?
Yes, that is correct, my boy. Charles de Neuve, Capitaine of the Merchant Navy of France. How do you know my name?
I've been talking to a friend of yours, the fisherman over there at the jetty.
Pierre? Ah, yes. Old Pierre. I expect he has been telling you about his pike. The one that was 5 meters long.
Yes, he did. Is his story true?
To be honest with you, my boy, Pierre tends to exaggerate a little. Just like all fishermen. The pike was about 4.5 meters long. No more than that.
Well, that's still pretty fucking massive.
Pierre says you're from Carmore, like he is. Is that true?
Yes, that's right. I grew up here. As a youngster, I wanted to be a fisherman and used to work on my father's trawler. Later, I went to naval college to become a captain of the Merchant Navy of France. I have a small house at the end of the road, just behind Francois' Bistro.
Oh, fascinating. Are you trying to pick me up? I mean, I'm not saying no to older men, I'm just saying you were a rude prick earlier.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
Oh shit, hang on a
Monsieur
second, I
le
need to
Capitaine.
talk to you about
What
druids.
can I do for you?
I've got a few more questions concerning our last conversation.
All right. Ask me anything you like, my boy.
Pierre says you're from Carmore, like he is. Is that true?
Yes, that's right. I grew up here. As a youngster, I wanted to be a fisherman and used to work on my father's trawler. Later, I went to naval college to become a captain of the Merchant Navy of France. I have a small house at the end of the road, just behind Francois' Bistro.
Let's chat about Pierre.
Tell me more about Pierre.
I meet him almost every day. He doesn't have much to do these days. Not since the fishing industry went down the drain.
So he's a fisherman, is he?
He used to have 3 trawlers and 5 employees. But nobody wants French fish anymore these days. They're too expensive. Now he spends his days sitting at the jetty, catching a few fish for himself and his friends to eat. They meet round at his place practically every evening and talk about old times, when they used to go out on their trawlers every day.
I suppose just keep digging down until we find the right questions.
Doesn't he have anything better to do?
No, not much. None of the villagers here has much to do, since business is so bad nowadays. Pierre has a small farm which supplies him with all he needs. A few years back, he built himself a small stable next to his house, where he keeps a few animals. His life is rather boring, really. That's why he's always pleased when I tell him a few stories.
That's fair enough. Guess he just sits on his arse all day fishing. It's not a bad life.
How long does he sit there fishing?
Until I come back with my last load of passengers. Since he's had that fishing rod, he sometimes sits there even longer. If I have time, we go over to Francois' place when I'm finished for the day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
Was kind of hoping we could talk about the fucking druids, but...
Carmore. A picturesque little place.
Okay, so...
Small sailing boats. There doesn't seem to be much of a fishing industry here anymore.
I'm definitely having a bit of an issue with this game requiring some really specific navigation of dialogue trees. If I have to do a dialogue tree in one way and there are multiple permutations where you can end up in dead ends, that's bad game design. That's straight up wasting the player's time. Like, I knew much of what the captain's name was up front just from the first dialogue. It was only after I went back through the dialogue and asked very specific questions I realised that, one, that was an incredibly specific thing I needed to use in order to talk to the deck captain properly, and two, he had a really elaborate title he wanted to be called, otherwise he wouldn't talk to me at all. Also, I could then know some stuff about something... Fuck!
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Can I light them on fire and kill myself? Okay, do I... Is there a way I can get to his house from here, I guess? No, we're still... It's either Schloss von Karmos or Hafen von Karmos. I don't know, is that... Have I got like a German version of this game? I don't think I do. Oh, God. Right. Apparently I've got to keep prodding away at the fucking captain.